It's Carla, your online doctor, with today's Live in 5. Today is Tuesday, February 2nd, and it is 5 minutes after 5 o'clock because Facebook was not letting me go live. So hopefully this is working. If you are watching live, please comment. If not, I'll just have to go back and look and see if it worked. So I wanted to start some talks about hormones for us ladies. This is a big topic, and I've been asked by a lot of people often about this topic. So, our hormones are like a seesaw. Okay, when perfectly balanced, your body works as it should, right? It's nice and balanced. But when they are unbalanced, you may begin experiencing problems, and lots of problems in different areas. In women, the two major hormones that we have are estrogen and progesterone. In premenopausal women, these levels vary from one stage of the menstrual cycle to another. Okay, but many women, premenopausal or perimenopausal, experience what's called estrogen dominance. Okay, and if you have that, you are not alone. Just about every woman 35 and over will deal with this at some point during perimenopause, but it is common in premenopausal women too. Now, this does not mean you have excess estrogen. It just means you have less progesterone than your estrogen, and so your seesaw is tilted with the estrogen in the higher level. Okay, so it sometimes means, and oftentimes means, your progesterone is too low. Now, estrogen dominance happens as ovaries decline in their ability to produce progesterone to balance out the estrogen circulating in your body. Now, it's all about the ratio. So, like I said, you can have low estrogen and still be estrogen dominant. It just means your progesterone is even lower. Now, what type of symptoms do people experience when they have this estrogen dominance? Stay tuned here because probably you're all going to go, yep, that's me. Oh, yep, that's me. All right, weight gain, swelling and tenderness in your breasts, irregular periods, worsening PMS symptoms, mood swings, headaches, hair loss, fatigue, difficulty sleeping, memory problems, decreased libido, and that's just to name a few. If any of those sound like you, or maybe that's your significant other, your spouse, your family member, this is a talk that people don't like to talk about. It's kind of like, it's a little personal, we're talking about hormones. But yes, this is so common and needs to be talked about. Now, again, like I said, any of this sound familiar to you? Hands up, right? Unfortunately, we have been led to believe that these symptoms require hormone replacement. But that's not getting to the root cause of your symptoms in the first place. Okay, that is like a Band-Aid. All right, addressing the estrogen dominance is the key to getting things back on track for you and back into balance. The reason it needs to be addressed is not only to feel better, but estrogen dominance puts you at a higher risk for cancer, for breast cancer, uterine cancer, and ovarian cancer. So these are real problems that women experience and is largely to blame for the reason for this massive numbers of people having cancer these days. Okay. Other problems that can arise from estrogen dominance include infertility, ovarian cysts, the increased risk of blood clots, allergies, inflammation, and so many other problems that we would never think could be hormone related, but actually are. Now, estrogen dominance doesn't originate from an endocrine system problem most of the time, but from external sources of estrogen introduced into the body. Now, as this is a very lengthy topic, I'm going to talk about a few of them today. We're going to continue this talk on Thursday and into next week because these are real issues that we need to address. And I'm going to talk on Thursday about some ways to restore your balance and things you can actually do. But let's talk about a couple of the things that may be introducing estrogen into your body that you didn't even realize. Number one is what's called increased toxic load. So exposure to things like pesticides in your food and your water, harsh chemicals in your personal care products and cleaning products, and other environmental toxins in your daily life will add up over time. We call it body burden, okay? And tax your body's liver, leading to estrogen dominance, okay? And we're going to talk about how that happens. But if your liver is so busy getting rid of all of those toxins, it can't properly metabolize the hormones that come into the body. Number two is xenoestrogens. These are chemical compounds that act like estrogen when you consume them, put them on your skin, or you're exposed to them. Okay, things like plastics, plastic water bottles, like time to get rid of those. Conventional or over-the-counter type skin products that have all kinds of synthetic chemicals in there that are really messing with your hormones. Some of the nail polish that's out there, industrial waste, car exhaust. Again, these are just a few of the things that are exposing you to these xenoestrogens. And lastly for today, and we're going to continue this on Thursday, is synthetic hormones. This includes birth control pills and hormone replacement therapies that may be prescribed by your physician, and probably is not, again, it's not getting at the root cause. It's just a band-aid that's covering up the reason you're having problems and actually putting you at higher risk. Now, these things suppress ovulation, which means you don't produce progesterone to balance out your estrogen. And unfortunately, stopping them after you've been on them does not always return things back to normal. So the best thing is to never start them in the first place. But if you've already been on them, you need to get off them and you need to get on to something more natural and start eliminating the root cause of your problems. Okay, so stay tuned for Thursday. We're going to continue the list of external sources that are contributing to your estrogen dominance, and then I'm going to give you 5 keys to help you restore balance. Okay, and again, we're going to continue into next week because there's a lot more to talk about when it comes to this estrogen progesterone balance that us ladies have to deal with. So on that note, I hope you are having an awesome Tuesday, and stay tuned for Thursday. Come back. We'll have another live in 5 on this coming Thursday. You take care.